Hello, and thank you for joining us today on the Gentle Art of Crushing It show, where we focus on learning and sharing with our listeners all there is to know about how to create success in our lives. This show stands on the shoulders of giants. Our mission is to empower and inspire our listeners to create the life of their dreams whilst having a blast in the process. Let's celebrate life together. Welcome to the show.
Hello, and thank you so much for joining us on another episode of The Gentle Art of Crushing It. So today's episode is all about taking action, the how and the why. So, I was talking to a guy the other day and, he told me he didn't believe in all this mindset stuff. He actually called it a bunch of hooey and nonsense. And he told me all you need is strategy and action. Now, I agree. Action is absolutely necessary, but mindset is just as important. Basically, I see our minds like fertile soil, and we're responsible for nurturing that soil. Good stuff in, good stuff out. Alternatively, garbage in and garbage out, right? So we have to feed our minds, bodies, and souls with positive, uplifting, and optimistic messages. And if you're like me, you do it often. And so that is an action, feeding our minds, feeding our souls, feeding our spirits. And I believe it's a super important one. I strongly recommend not neglecting feeding our minds, feeding that soil. So let me ask you this question. If a person thinks about running a 5-minute mile, but doesn't believe for a second that he can do it, so much so that he never even attempts it, while another guy somewhere else in the world with the same genetics, age, weight, and athletic ability actually sets out to do it because he believes he can, and he does do it, who is better off? In my opinion, the guy who goes for it is better off. Even if he didn't do it, he's still better off because he's not limited by his own beliefs. So I believe so many people in life, live in self-built prisons of limitations and restrictions that don't serve them. They never stop to ask whether they actually want to live the life they are constructing for themselves. The truth is, we're all responsible for creating our own lives. The life I'm living right now is a direct product of my mindset and my actions. Action is absolutely necessary. But let's consider this for a moment. If we believe in ourselves and have the confidence of David while he was facing Goliath, but we never take action, we're wasting our opportunities, our lives, our joy, and I believe we're being poor stewards of our God-given gifts. So get into action now. But where do you start? So I would say, ask yourself, what's the next best step for you? Maybe it's building out a life plan so inspiring you feel better just thinking about it. Or maybe it's just, diving deep into planning, goal setting, and strategy. Or maybe it's just going with the flow and trusting your gut. What does your gut tell you to do is the next best step for you? Either way, all of those options are miles ahead of the defeatist I'll never try it route, or I'll never even give it a shot route, right? So go take some action now. What have you been putting off? Is there someone that you love that you haven't told them that you love them lately, or an apology that you need to make, that you've been putting off? Do you need to go outside and go for a jog or get some exercise? Do you actually maybe you own an electric bike, that's, just growing dust and you haven't touched it in months? Maybe you need to take that out, right? Do you possibly need to send out your resume or knock on some doors for sales? Maybe all you need right now is to just take a nap and reset. Or maybe it's finally time to write out your goals. Whatever your next move is, I urge you to take that action now. Do it now. You deserve it. Do you want to live the life of your dreams? Think about this for a second. Do you want to live the life of your dreams, or do you want to live the life of a mouse? It's up to you. I believe in you, but you need to believe in yourself. And to be clear, I believe you deserve your dreams and your goals to come true as long as those dreams better the planet and serve others, not, cause destruction, of course. So go make the planet a better place today. Go do it now. Do something kind for someone today and watch how you feel afterwards. I guarantee you're going to feel great. So this life is awesome. Please remember that. This life is amazing. Sure, it can be tough, but you have the power to overcome its difficulties. You can build a better future. You can make this very moment better by focusing on what's good, what's positive, what's healthy, what's pure, what serves humanity, what is, beautiful, right? And you can continue that on. So, infinitum. What are your dreams? Think about that. Okay. It is okay to remember that it is okay to dream big. I urge you to step out in faith today and go take some action. You've got this. Thank you for joining me on another episode of The Gentle Art of Crushing It. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please remember to make this life magnificent.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of The Gentle Art of Crushing It. It was an amazing episode. We know we sure learned a lot, and we hope you did as well. We want to take a second and thank you so much for viewing or listening to this episode. And please just know that we only ask for one favor, and that is to make this life magnificent. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.